Yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
What's your opinion, though? What's your opinion about it?
Well, I don't believe in ghosts. My house is supposedly haunted, so I haven't seen anything yet. I talk to him all the time, though.
Do you?
I said, come on and visit.
Right. What I'm saying is, what you're saying is some girl supposedly jumped.
Somebody told me just last night that they had heard that some young girl fell off the balcony.
So she didn't jump, she fell.
Yeah, it just said fell, but that's like...
Did it kill her?
Fifth-hand knowledge. I guess so, but I don't know any more than I've told you.
What have you heard?
Well, honestly, I haven't heard anything. I was just reading about it this morning out of curiosity. And one thing said there was a guy there that was he owned the hotel, and then after he died, supposedly he and his wife came back and haunted it. Just, I mean, there's so many different things.
Have you ever seen anything?
No. But now last night those guys said that they heard noises and somebody took their earphone out of their ear and
Who knows?
It was on live TV last night. Is that what you're referring
oh
to?
Yeah.
It was on the Travel Channel.
the Travel Channel.
Was it really?
And I think they're going to rebroadcast. I didn't really watch it. I just saw a little bit of it. But
Right.
I think they're going to rebroadcast it at some point. It's on the Travel Channel.
What's the name of this town?
War
War
Trace.
Trace.
War Trace. Why is it called War Trace?
Google it. It's too long a story.
Well,
yeah.
it's an Indian trail, right?
This was an Indian trail?
Yes.
There used to be, let me see. Andrew Jackson owned the property around here at one time, and there was a creek called War Trace Creek. It was 2 words. And again, all I'm telling you is very spotty, but I'm sure you can find it on the internet. If you just look up history, War Trace, Tennessee, it'll be there, and you'll find out. It's 1 word, War Trace.
War Trace.
1 word.
And the next little town over,
Bell buckle.
Bell Buckle.
Yeah.
That's an unusual looking town too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
It's got this old nostalgia look.
yeah,
Yeah.
very much like this.
Very much like this. Was there anything special that you know of that went on over there?
In terms of what?
In terms of history? Because the train is what put it on the map, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're called whistle stop towns. This town had a depot, and it was called a whistle stop. The depot was torn down in '68, but there were still passenger trains there in the '50s.
It was.
Yeah, still passenger trains going through here between.
Well, that was one of the things too that built War Trace up, wasn't it? That there was a passenger train coming through here, and it was just a thriving little town.
Yeah.
But once the interstate came in and the train started going through and all that,
It
then
killed it.
kinda-
It killed the town, didn't it?
Yeah.
And a lot of towns all over the countryside went through the same experience, because of the modern day traveling. I mean, now we travel, 60, 70 mile an hour on highways, to where back years ago you was lucky if you done 35 or 40,
But you'd see all these little towns, so.
Where are you from?
I am from Weakley County, up around northwest Tennessee, pretty close to Reelfoot Lake.
What brings you here?
Just visiting,
Looking
out
up
gallivanting,
looking up history.
looking up history and stuff.
Well, there are plenty of little towns around to look at.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, beautiful countryside, beautiful countryside.
It is, isn't it? I was told that I'm not but about maybe 30 miles from Lynchburg. Is that correct?
That's about right.
Yeah, maybe around 30. Something
Yeah,
like that.
you're not too far from
So, which way would Alabama be from here?
Well, it'd be south.
south.
We're south.
Let's see.
Well,
that way.
If I were going to Alabama, you'd just go back to the interstate.
I'd go the
follow
interstate.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, the way the crow flies, we're not but maybe 50 miles from the Alabama-Tennessee state line?
Probably a little bit more. You gotta go through Fayetteville. It's probably about 60 miles.
You could go like, I don't know, like, you could go this way, go to Tullahoma, go on over to Winchester,
Yeah.
and somehow you could hit a highway there that'll take you almost to Huntsville, won't it? If you wanted to go, yeah.
if you get further out into East Tennessee, and I don't mean to interrupt y'all's conversation, I'm fixing to leave. If you get over towards East Tennessee, there's actually communities over there that you can still run into people that can't hardly speak no good English because of their Cherokee background.
Really?
Yeah, they can't hardly speak English over in East Tennessee.
Yeah. I bet you. I wonder if that's like up in the Cumberland Plateau and
Yes.
up in there.
Yes, up in that area.
In East Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains.
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
But Tennessee is so full of history.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
sure is.
From Chattanooga to
Franklin.
yeah. It's so full of history.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, thank y'all for talking to me.
All right, good luck to you.
I didn't mean to interfere.
Oh
I
No, that's fine.
no. We were just talking about the dogs who seem to have left us.
don't know where the dog went.
Gone.
It's a beautiful dog. Needs to take a shower, but he's a beautiful dog.
Take care.
Let me see if I can find somebody else real quick to talk to. There's the old hotel right there that they had on the news. That's supposed to be haunted. That some girl supposedly fell off the top balcony and fell to her death. I don't see nobody right now to talk to. Seems like since the sun has come out, so has the people. Getting an overflow. Grand Central Station. Alright, this is looking at this thing from this side, this angle. Don't see nothing else, so I'm gonna sign off on my YouTube channel for right now until I can pick up on some better information. So many of these little bedroom communities, retirement towns. It's remarkable how many of them are just dwindling away because of various circumstances. And most of the time it's because of the road system and people no longer having to travel the same way and in the same direction. And because of it, it's really killing a lot of your little mama papa retirement homes or retirement towns. That is really sad, because at one time they used to be thriving neighborhoods that produce life for so many people, and now they're drying up and basically just blowing away. It's really sad how the adjustment of things are evolving in regard of out with the old and in with the new. But the sad thing about it is, right now, we're not seeing a lot of the development of in with the new, other than if you're in a major metropolitan area like Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, Indianapolis, your bigger cities, and your small towns are just drying up and blowing away. It is so sad, because in another 50 years from now, some of these places may not even exist the way that some of them are drying up and basically eroding into nothing. Really sad. In towns that's not producing and not evolving. I mean, it's one thing to go out with the old, but you must be willing to come in with the new. And if you're not willing to come in with the new, then you become stagnant, and then you start deteriorating, and then you start molding and dying, and the next thing you know, there's nothing left but an old run down brick building or a place that has a bunch of automobiles out in front of it. We have to be willing to look ahead in the future for our children and our children's children and their children if we plan on pre-existing as a nation. We have to be willing to compromise and put aside a lot of our differences in designing more unique cultures that will bring in people rather than have them run away. I think that's the area that a lot of America has failed in, is that it just kind of let go, and so much of this has deteriorated. Beautiful old home right there. Beautiful. Look at the very top. Looks like an angel blowing a trumpet. Hear the train.